It was September 1964 when Everton came to Anfield and won 4-0. And the conditions for this derby, not favourable. A gale blowing around the ground, and there has been heavy rain prior to kickoff. The referee Neil Midgley of Salford has had this same fixture 3 years out of the last 4. 90 years of football history embodied in this fixture. The 131st league meeting, and already Everton are pressing Liverpool with Sharp going in quickly on Lawrenson. And every meeting has been in the first division of those league matches. Liverpool lead with 46 wins to 44. The sun will pose the odd difficult moment for the Everton defence. Southall was wearing a cap. It's quite bright at the moment, as you can see by the shadows. It's a long kick by Southall. Over the head of Sharp. Kennedy. Bracewell. And now it's Neil. Offside, Robinson. Sharp was up well there. Here's Trevor Steven. Driven. Oh! Robillard equal to it. It was a vicious low ball from Trevor Steven. And as Reed hovered for a rebound, Robillard pounced and collected. Reed. Mulby. Ratcliffe. Neil. Walk. Heath. Harper. Heath again. Corner. Confused by Vanden Houwe's presence initially, but the first 2 slices of good fortune have gone in favour of the Liverpool goalkeeper. Mountfield was also pressing. Hansen, offside flags up. Everton so keen to get on with it, they've taken the free kick from the wrong position. By Ratcliffe, Sharp, Dalglish, Robinson, good touch, Rush, also good. Kennedy, Reed, Stevens, it's a good ball, Bracewell on the end of it, Heath's unmarked in the centre, Bracewell's cross, and Grobbelaar again fumbles. Everton didn't, in fairness, make the most of the opportunity, because if it could have come a bit further back, Heath would have scored. As it was, Grobbelaar was still uncertain. And here's Robinson, rush in the centre. Oh, here's Rush with a chance, and Harper got to him. Whelan. Dalglish. Kennedy is forward. Rush again, and a chance goes at either end. Ian Rush will need time to attune perhaps to First Division finishing again, but give some credit there to Alan Harper, he got there. Neil, Walk. Robinson back to Walk. Looking to his left, support didn't come soon enough, but he's got it back. Rush to Whelan. Too hurried. Neil. Neil's for handball. And the helter-skelter of a Merseyside derby now there for all to see. Liverpool, for the moment, on the attack. And it's Dalglish. What a drive. Sharp. Heath. And Sharp. Deflection off Neil. Bracewell away from Grobbelaar. Grobbelaar's out of his goal. Stephen. And Whelan got a touch on it. Sharp's got a chance here. The Liverpool player is down injured, but play goes on. Stevens. And now Stephen. Grobbelaar isn't sure. And it's gone out. Kennedy is the player down. But just for a moment there, more concern in the Liverpool defence as Sharp and Heath found a way through on the right. Clearly back to the old days here, a packed Kop. Indeed, Everton and Liverpool supporters mingling there together. You can see by the caps, a wonderful atmosphere. Little back heel by Dalglish was a joy. The pass from Kennedy, not quite so good. Ratcliffe. It was by Walk. Now if Robinson could flick this on, but he couldn't. Bracewell. Sharp to Reed. It was swung a bit wide, but it'll still get there for Heath. Sharp's in the middle, Bracewell's joining in there. This is Harper. Harper again, Heath. And can Sharp make it? Lawrenson brilliant. Van der Hau. Foul by Dalglish, free kick. Brilliant defending by Mark Lawrenson, otherwise it was a goal. Reed, Ratcliffe and Stevens all round the ball. Stevens, great save. He must have touched it and turned it round. And if he did, it was a fabulous save. It's a corner. The shot was by Gary Stevens from the free kick. And the Kop appreciate the performance there of this Jekyll and Hyde goalkeeper. And he's come again, and it's Van den Hau. Offside, Rush couldn't get back in time. Van den Hau's kick. Robinson. Whelan with the header. And then Walk. And now Rush, he turned nicely there. And found Dalglish. Everton are playing for an offside. And Rush is through! Good save! It won't come back all at once for Ian Rush. But let's not forget, the goalkeeping of Southall may be the best in the country, or certainly one of the best, when it's 1 against 1. And he proved it then. Well, the old firm are back in action, but thwarted just then, Dalglish and Rush by the the Everton goalkeeper. Harper, that's a good ball. Stephen in the middle. Neil covering. And in stoppage time at the end of the first half, Everton have a throw. Deep in Liverpool territory. Heath is saying, hurry up, not long to go. Reed. Stevens. Vanden Hauwe. And the whistle goes for half-time in the Merseyside derby. Everton would perhaps feel they're ahead on points territorially, although both goalkeepers have made one vital save. Robillard from the free kick by Gary Stevens, and Neville Southall when Ian Rush was clean through. It's tight and it's tense. Well, before the match started, there were lots of little boys outside beseeching us for tickets. Those are two of the lucky ones who got them. Liverpool now attacking the Kop end. Haven't scored in the league now for 3.5 matches. Their last league goal was at Manchester United a month ago. Mulby. And again. Walk. Neil into Rush, and here's Dalglish. That's quite a contest between Sharp and Hansen. Play on, says the referee. Hansen the winner, but not against Reed. Play on again, that's good to see. Mountfield forward. Reed. Stevens. Looking for Sharp, and he got behind Lawrence, and there did Sharp! What a fantastic goal! An unbelievable finish from Graham Sharp. And the Evertonians have gone berserk. I haven't seen a goal quite like that in a Merseyside derby for years. Absolutely marvellous to see him get behind the defender and then take it first time on the volley, giving Robillard no chance. One of the goals of the season from the Everton number 9. 3 minutes after half-time, and he's now scored in 7 of the last 8 matches. Walk for Liverpool. Dalglish. And away by Stevens. Now, can Liverpool match that with an instant reply? It's a corner, and Everton, having just scored, could be vulnerable. Southall was at full stretch, but the stands and the terraces are still buzzing, especially among the Evertonians, with the excitement of that fabulous shot by Graham Sharp, who is in a rich vein of form. The Everton supporters are taunting the Liverpool fans, and there was even a chance a few minutes ago of going down. If that doesn't sting Liverpool into some sort of reply, I'm not sure what will. Walk. And Rush trying to make contact. Good header by Trevor Stephen. He was fouled by Neil. Now we wonder whether Everton have got the nerve to consolidate the lead. It's Heath. And off Hansen for the corner. Sharp near post, Heath far post, Mountfield and Harper waiting to come in. And almost an own goal. It was off the line, but it would have been an own goal had it gone in. And Liverpool all over the place. Here's Harper, and he's onside, but the ball's going out. One man who will remember the last time Everton won here is Howard Kendall, their manager at the end of the row. He played in that 2-0 win in March 1970s in the black coat there. Stephen. And now the tempers are becoming a little frayed, which is understandable, because an awful lot's going to hinge on this as far as Liverpool particularly are concerned. Mulby. Reed. Goal kick. Oh, mistake by Neil. It's Reed who's in here, and he's missed it. And a terrible misunderstanding between the Liverpool captain, and I suppose it was Lawrence he was trying to find, but it was given away, most unlike Liverpool, and Reed was in. And if he'd put that in the back of the net, the game could have been almost over. But he didn't. Vanden Hauwe with Dalglish. Neil. Dalglish again. Robinson's there. So is Whelan. Tackle was by Stevens. It's an indirect free kick, I would think, for Stevens impeding Whelan. Liverpool are a goal behind, but what's going to happen here? Kennedy and Dalglish near the ball. And that's Dalglish. And Lawrenson. Liverpool found Southall in their way there. Fisting out the shot by Dalglish. And when the ball was returned, Everton stayed calm and it ran out. Well forward, and he's onside. It's Alan Harper, Heath in the middle, and here's Heath, and he's missed it. Wasn't as easy a chance as it may have looked. Gobelin was coming out. Harper it was who provided the cross, but Heath had to take it quickly, and he got underneath the ball. Vanden Hauwe. Neil. Kennedy. And Mountfield. Hansen forward. Dalglish for Liverpool. And Robinson. Vanden Hauwe with the challenge, no penalty. The referee was right. Came in the last minute. rush. Molby pushed the ball forward, rush on, it's Walk! Offside though, surely, he had to be offside. The cop felt there might be a chance in stoppage time. Foul, Hansen on Sharp. Everton supporters thought it might be the end of the match, but it isn't. Reid to Stevens. Harper to Sharp. Molby's tackle. Referee's looked at his watch again. And there it is! A moment of supreme celebration for Evertonians. Graham Sharp's goal, for them, not just the goal of the season, they would call it the goal of the decade. It's their first win here since March 1970. 14 and a half long years they've waited. And Neville Southall, whose save in the first half was so important, can celebrate now. The balance of power may be shifting on Merseyside, and Everton needed this result to prove it. Liverpool have only won one of their 6 home games in the league now this season. Everton are way above them in the table. And the FA Cup holders will not let the Liverpool supporters forget this for many a long day. But when all the excitement dies down, the goal that settled the match was one for us all to remember. And it came on one of the biggest occasions in club football. Liverpool 0, Everton 1, and how the Evertonians will celebrate this weekend.
Well, I imagine they will, because if Adrian Heath continues to fizz and Graham Sharp's finishing confidence grows, they might even end up with Liverpool's championship and even more hangovers on Sunday mornings. What a difference 12 months has made to Everton. It's been a lightning rags to riches story, giving encouragement to all clubs temporarily in the doldrums. It all exploded for Everton, though, just before 4 o'clock, when a very special goal by any standards by Graham Sharp won the game for them. And those of you who are right saying that modern goalkeepers advance too far will be rubbing their hands with glee at Grobbelaar's position. But that view discounts the saves and interceptions that are made by goalkeepers advancing in that way. It could be said, though, that such was the velocity of Sharp's volley that it would have gone in wherever the keeper had stood. A match-winning goal, if ever there was one. To think European, including the First Division's current leading scorer, your commentator Alan Parry.
West Brom's Gary Thompson is currently the leading scorer in the First Division. His hat-trick against Nottingham Forest a week ago, taking his total of league goals to 9. And Thompson will be confident of extending that total today against Ipswich, having scored against them in their last 3 meetings. Well, Thompson lines up in an Albion team showing one change from that 4-1 victory over Forest, West Brom's best result of an inconsistent season. Having rushed through his clearance papers at the last moment, manager Johnny Giles brings in Carl Valentine, signed this week from the North American club Vancouver Whitecaps, which Giles used to manage, for a fee of £50,000. The home team, Ipswich, are the first choice on most people's pools coupons these days, having shared the points in 6 of their 10 league games. Ipswich are the draw specialists of all 4 divisions. And this is the same team which drew yet again at home to Queen's Park Rangers a week ago. The referee is Alan Gunn of Sussex, and it's West Bromwich Albion in the darker shorts who kick off, attacking from left to right. And this a fixture which has produced no fewer than 14 goals in the last 2 seasons. A 6-1 home victory for Ipswich, and then last year 4-3 away win for West Bromwich Albion. Very, very windy conditions. Over Sunderland's head, Whitehead, Thompson on to cross. Thought that Stotham was further forward than he was. Zondervan. Burley picking out Sunderland. On for Zondervan. Good looking ball too. Davray climbing well. Here's Gates. Grealish getting in. Still not cleared, it is now. Good early pressure by the home side. Burley, Zondervan. Davray, but the free kick has already been given for Statham's tackle on Zondervan. Clearance by Robertson. A long throw by Cranston. Butcher got there, and Sunderland! What a fine goal. All came from the long throw in by Cranston. Butcher climbed higher than anyone else and flicked it on, but how well Alan Sunderland finished for his 4th goal of the season. 6 minutes gone, Ipswich Town 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. And Ipswich, whose only 2 wins in the First Division, both came on this ground against Arsenal and Aston Villa, then unbeaten at Portman Road, make a fine start. And it was Butcher's flick on which helped them. Davray. Putney doing well. Pursued by Whitehead. Looked for Gates. Fine interception by Hunt. Cranston. Little drop for Mackenzie. Cranston there again. Here's Burley. Robertson with time. Hunt. Valentine. Whitehead overlapping. Further forward is Cross. Whitehead, but a bad ball. Well, when you've got players as big as Terry Butcher, it's always a problem for defenders. And when Cranston aimed for Butcher's head, then Butcher was able to climb so high that the dropping ball fell invitingly for Sunderland to force it in between goalkeeper and post. Gates. Putney. Osman likes a shot. Why not? When you can hit the ball as sweetly as that. Russell Osman galloping up the space that was left for him by the retreating West Brom defence. What a fine right foot shot, not that far wide of target. Cross. Did well, Valentine. Whitehead. Fine ball for Thompson. Cranston covering. Here's Valentine. Good little ball in the middle too, and it was so close. Cross's header. Well, Carl Valentine, who hasn't played English League football for 4.5 years, relishing the opening then to take on a defender and clip a fine ball over, and Cross's diving header just wide of target. Statham. Both sides playing some neat football. Robertson's gone on the overlap. Here's Cross. Now Robertson. Statham. Grealish. Hunt. Mackenzie. Well, he hit that with some power, Mackenzie. Steve Mackenzie, a man whose spectacular shooting early on in his still short career earned him a reputation, showing them that he can still really pack a punch, really, with that shot. Putney. McCall running into space and was fouled by Bennett. And before play starts, Carl Valentine will have to come off. And could be a quiz question there. He's 4.5 years out of English football. He was on for 21 minutes in his First Division debut for West Bromwich Albion, and now, because of injury, the luckless Carl Valentine has to go off. Gary Robson, brother of the Manchester United and England captain, takes his place. So having fought so hard to get Valentine's clearance papers through in time, they now lose him. McCall's free kick. Sliced by Whitehead. Finally got it away. Cross. Hunt. Good play. Statham on the left. Robson's wide and gets his first kick. Cut out by Burley. And a touch of the Brian Robson's about that tackle to win it back. In from Statham. Good ball. Although in the end it was quite some way from Thompson. Gary Robson's just 19. Made around a dozen appearances in the Albion first team, and indeed played a week ago. Lost his place because Valentine was signed. Given away. Hunt. Thompson. Statham takes over with Robertson on his outside. Tries the shot. What a fine effort that was from, well, a good 25 yards. Derek Statham, seeing Robertson running to one side, decided to keep going and hit that shot from a long way out, dipping just over the bar. Cranston. Interception by Hunt. Grealish finding Statham. Into Mackenzie. Clear by Cranston. Quite a chase on here. Bennett winning it under pressure from Davray. Statham. Robertson. That's the end of the first half, which certainly began promisingly enough for Ipswich Town. And their goal scored by Alan Sunderland after only 6 minutes, giving them the start they wanted. But West Bromwich Albion came back strongly, though the strong wind which was behind them may have had something to do with that. Had a lot of possession, but couldn't force too many telling shots. And at half-time, it's Ipswich Town 1, West Bromwich Albion 0. Well, Johnny Giles has unhappy memories of this ground. The last time he was here with Albion was November 1976, when, as player-manager, he saw West Brom thrashed 7-0. Now he sees the second half start, with Ipswich leading by a goal to 0, but Albion having done enough in the later stages of the first half to suggest that they could get back into this game. An early free kick. McCall takes it. Putney on the left. Gates. Davray couldn't control it. Thompson all the way back to defend. Robson pursued by Butcher. He must be twice as big as him. And brushed him aside. Cross. Whitehead. Cross. And on to Thompson. Oh, terrible ball by Whitehead. He took his eyes off it and gave it straight to Eric Gates. And unfortunately for Albion, Sunderland never really in control of that ball. A total misunderstanding as Mackenzie managed to bisect the two defenders. Turned forward by Gates. Robson. McCall doing well, but Butcher had to stretch to find Putney. One back by Whitehead. Now McCall though for Ipswich. Good ball. Sunderland. Here's Gates. On by McCall to Zondervan. Finding Gates again and brought down by Robertson. Once more, the impish figure of Eric Gates. A wry smile from Robertson. And, oh man, as quick and skillful as Eric Gates can play a game without shin pads is always a mystery to me, because he gets so many cracks on the shins. That one must have been painful, but he turned away from Robertson and forced him into the foul. And Gates' ability around that penalty area has earned Ipswich more than one free kick in this game. So far, they've been able to do nothing with them. Gates himself tries and succeeds via a defender. I think it was Robertson, ironically, and Ipswich make it 2-0. 53 minutes gone, and Eric Gates, in all senses, deserves credit for that goal. He won the free kick because of the foul by Robertson, and then, as he took it himself, I think it was Robertson's shin, it went off, but how well he drove that shot anyway, deflected into the corner. Ipswich 2, West Brom 0, and just as they score, Ipswich make a substitution. Putney comes off, and Kevin O'Callaghan, who is now officially on the transfer list, comes on. So Eric Gates' 9th goal of the season, giving Ipswich a 2-0 lead. And although Robertson broke from that defensive wall, I think you'll see from behind the goal that the ball went in cleanly, didn't touch him. Godden well beaten. Ipswich 2, West Bromwich Albion 0. O'Callaghan and Grealish took it from the foot of the Ipswich winger. It's a good ball by Hunt. Mackenzie. Thompson. Held off Cranston well, and a fine save by Cooper. What a marvellous save that was. Well, particularly as he's had so little to do in the game, Paul Cooper deserves the utmost credit for that save. Thompson holding off Cranston, the defender, well, getting in a shot, and a spectacular save by Paul Cooper. Clearance by Robertson, straight to McCall. Now Zondervan. This is Burley. Switch with a lot of men forward here, and a lovely little ball. Zondervan to Burley, to Gates. Davray was on the far side. Whitehead read it. Zondervan again, a nice little ball. Gates doing well here. Fine clearance, but it drops for O'Callaghan, and saved with his feet by Godden. Well, O'Callaghan must have thought he'd celebrated his impact on this match with a goal then. The shot looked to be heading for the corner of the net, and Godden saved with his feet. Butcher. On towards Davray, headed down for Gates. That was a good effort. So the Davray-Gates combination working well again. Here's Butcher and McCall and Sunderland again. Good play by Ipswich in the dying moments. Gates. Robertson doing well. Whitehead. Butcher's well forward and well beaten. Grealish. And once again, Albion showing their tendency to slow play down. They're certainly adept at keeping possession, but sometimes you think that they would be more effective if they could break more quickly. Thompson. Forward by Hunt. Perhaps proving the point. They made more ground with one forward ball like that, and indeed they got a corner out of it. Burley's mistake. It's Albion's first corner, and it comes in the very last minute of the game. Straight back to Grealish. Finally, O'Callaghan got it clear. Here's Whitehead. Thompson flung himself at that as it was flicked on. I think might have been offside, indeed he was. Gavray. Robertson's clearance, back to Statham. And that's it. A 2-0 win for Ipswich Town. Eric Gates' free kick goal in the second half, clinching the points. The difficult swirling wind made good football difficult to play in those conditions, but frankly it was a game that only stuttered into life very occasionally. A game really between two teams middle of the table as they are. West Bromwich Albion, for all their possession, had to be more incisive than they were in front of goal, and well beaten in the end. Ipswich Town 2, West Bromwich Albion 0.
Well, that deserved win pushes Ipswich into the top half of the table. Always a comfort, that. But I was interested to see West Bromwich's change of style to a more patient build-up under Johnny Giles. And I think it'll call for more patience still before it comes to fruition. Bob.
Well, Graham Sharp's brilliant goal not only settled the 131st Merseyside derby, but it also pushed Liverpool into the bottom six. The club that won 3 trophies last season, including the Championship and the European Cup, are now just 4 points off bottom place with more than a quarter of the season gone. But look how well things are going for Everton, 4th from top, and it's worth remembering that the last time they won at Anfield in 1970, Everton went on to become champions. Everton manager Howard Kendall said afterwards, "I've come away from Anfield with my chin on the ground a few times as a player and once as a manager. It's a difficult place to come to and win, but we've done it with a magnificent goal." At the moment, though, it's still Arsenal who actually increased their lead to 4 points after beating Sunderland 3-2. In second place now, promoted Sheffield Wednesday, 5-0 winners over Leicester, and favourites Manchester United also move up a place following a 1-0 win over Spurs, who dropped from 2nd to 5th. Then it's Nottingham Forest and West Ham, both on 18 points. Brian Talbot's 7th goal of the season turned out to be the winner for Arsenal as they beat Sunderland at Highbury for the first time in 14 years. Imre Varadi claimed his first hat-trick for Sheffield Wednesday in the thrashing of Leicester. Manchester United's Mark Hughes justified his place against the challenge of fit-again Frank Stapleton with the only goal against Spurs. And Steve Hodge, who turned down a £200,000 move to Queen's Park Rangers this week, looked like giving Forest 3 points at Newcastle until Kenny Wharton snatched an equaliser with 10 minutes left. Newcastle manager Jack Charlton hitched a lift home to Yorkshire on the Forest coach and was likely to have used the opportunity to discuss the transfer of Gary Megson from Forest to Newcastle. In Division 2, Oxford United are the new leaders with a game in hand following their 5-1 victory over Sheffield United, while Portsmouth lost their unbeaten record, the last in the league, and the leadership with a 3-2 defeat at Wimbledon. Portsmouth dropped to 3rd behind Blackburn on goal difference. But there's no change in Division 3. The top 5 clubs all drew today, so Bristol Rovers still lead by a point from Millwall, who drew 1-1 at York. In Division 4, Chesterfield's 5-1 win over Exeter earns them top place on goal difference from Hereford, who also won, but more modestly, 2-1 against Tranmere. Stand by for 4 more goals now as Dundee United take on a Celtic side for whom Mo Johnston was looking for his first goal back in Scotland. Your commentator, Archie McPherson.
Robbins on the ball this time, McLeod with it, and he's done it! Would you believe it? Lovely burst of pace, and there's a great ball. Mugby! Warren Johnston. His first goal for Celtic. Eamon Bannon shaping for the shot. Oh, brilliant there. Well, that's one way to come back. Indeed, the only way. And that with his right foot. 2-1. 12 minutes of the second half gone. Well, it's the Probin-McLeod partnership again for the free kick. But Grant picks this one up. Oh, it's a great goal again.
Well, well. Arsenal on top of the first division, Oxford United top of the second, Liverpool in the bottom 6 and Gates going up. Well, what is happening? Whatever it is, it must be good for the game, which can do with all the help it can get at the moment. And perhaps Sports Night on Wednesday will provide further cheer as we follow the progress of British teams in European competitions and view the highlights of one. There's snooker too, and Harry Carpenter at 10:15, Sports Night. Well, you could well see a better goal scored then, but I doubt if it would capture the imagination and spread the joy that Graham Sharp's goal did among Everton supporters. Good night.
Reed. Stevens. Looking for Sharp, and he got behind Lawrence, and there did Sharp! What a fantastic goal! An unbelievable finish from Graham Sharp. And the Evertonians have gone berserk. For them, not just the goal of the season, they would call it the goal of the decade. It's their first win here since March 1970. 14 and a half long years they've waited. Liverpool 0, Everton 1, and how the Evertonians will celebrate this weekend.